WUWAH. Good morning. I hope you have slept well. This is a gentle waking up podcast to just gently encourage you into the day. My name is David. I can't say my surname or the name of the show within the first minute because the algorithm is not a fan of swearing in the first minute, even though technically my surname isn't a swear word, but whatever. So I'm just going to use this time to gently encourage you. I hope you've gotten out of bed and opened your curtains or blinds. I hope that you've had some breakfast and some supplements if you take them, and your medication if you take them. Make sure you don't take vitamin C an hour either side of taking your medication, but do make sure you take your medication and vitamin C eventually, because otherwise your immune system will be bad, like mine is currently. Make sure you do some stretches today, maybe get some movement in, and smile at yourself in the mirror. This is a podcast where I ask comedians and creative people about their morning routines, because we all work at night, and I want to know if they are as much of a shambles in the morning as I am. I also ask them about their expertise. My guest today is Morgan Rees. He is an amazing stand-up comedian, podcaster. He has two podcasts, My Bad, which is his own, and Chatting with Cherubs with Josh Jones and Grode Farrelly, who are both two of my favorite humans. He has appeared on The Apprentice, You're Fired. He has written for Mock the Week and 8 out of 10 Cats, amongst other things, and he's just one of my favorite stand-up comedians and humans. He is also an expert in anime. My name is David Hoare, and welcome to Waking Up With A Hoare.
Waking up with a Hoare. Waking up with a Hoare. Waking up with a Hoare.
Sanjay advised me that I should start by just telling you that it's like a morning show for people to wake up to, nice and gentle. So just be wary of that with initially how profane you might want to be or not want to be. But just thinking about what you might want to listen to when you wake up in the morning.
That's all right. If this is the morning one, do not worry. Here we go.
But you can still say rude things, and that's fine. I just say that just in case some. I haven't got my notes up here. How very unprofessional. Morgan, are you a morning person?
Oh, we're in. We're doing a soft.
Yeah,
we're doing a soft.
That's how I'm in, basically.
And that's the end of my profanity.
What a bastard.
But no. So I'm a tremendous morning person.
Yeah.
I'm the definition of a morning person.
Right. I kind of thought that about you, but I wasn't entirely sure. Because of things I've picked up from here and there. But what are you up and out of bed straight away? Are you?
It's slowing down, but I do start like a morning. I start like a modern computer. I turn me on and I'm up.
Not like that.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'm just imagining that your alarm clock is do 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 do. What is your alarm system?
Annoyingly, so I go out with a gym bunny. So, and I'm a full-time comedian. The only thing I ever wanted as a kid was I want to do something I love and I don't want to wake up to my alarm. That's the two things I want to do. I want to do what I love and I want to wake up naturally. And I tell you what, I'm doing my dream because I do not wake up to my alarm anymore.
No.
I wake up to my boyfriend's alarm about 2 hours and I would have woken up.
2 hours before?
Yeah. So he will get up about sometimes 4:45.
And you've gone to bed having got in from gigging at some ridiculous hour.
Yeah.
That makes my skin crawl.
Because they are not a morning person. So they'll be in the gym for 6:15, but they take an hour and a half to get ready.
Right.
To go to the gym.
I can't quantify not being a morning person and still getting up at 6:15. That's madness.
Yeah. Well,
but I guess then they've got their job.
Yeah, they've got their job and they can't work out after their job.
Fair. That's absolutely fair. But so, do you then go straight back to sleep after they've disappeared, or are you just
sometimes
with them?
If I don't have the gig the night before, I will go to the gym with them.
Oh, nice.
Or I will roll over. There's no winning. Because I either get up and I go to the gym at a God forbidden hour, or I go back to sleep and then I'm made my partner jealous that I'm asleep. So both ways I'm sort of losing.
That's funny that you're at a deficit for making your partner jealous, which some people would say is an absolute win, but that's because you're a nice, loving person.
Yeah,
that's
try to
fair. And then you're very good at getting out of bed once you do want to get out of bed. You don't struggle.
Yeah, I am getting worse. I'm enjoying the covers a bit much. It might be the change of season.
Yeah, right. Sure.
I'm not springing like I used to. It could be an age thing, but usually once I'm up, I'm up. And I'm not groggy. It doesn't. I'm not like, oh, don't talk to me till I've had my first coffee. I'm fine.
Oh wow, huge brag as well. Remind me how old you are now.
31.
31. Because I suddenly had a flashback earlier to like when I was about to turn 30, and like you and Jesse and Alex, I think they're a little bit younger than you.
Yeah, well, they're younger than me. Yeah,
but like I was just kind of like going through like a full existentialist crisis of about to turn 30, and I feel like you lot were all into just your mid-20s being like, I don't know what the fuck that man's complaining about, and now you're kind of all slowly catching me up to the point that you're like, and now I'm struggling a little bit to get out of bed, and I'm like, okay, it's not like I was just sort of melting as a person and you're just continuing all to just be absolutely fine.
No,
which is a very selfish way of looking at it.
Yeah, no. I don't. What am I trying to say here? Other than, everything else is staying the same. You know, still sprightly, still can see. No offense, I can still. I'm doing it all. I'm trying to think of is anything dwindling?
Do you know what the main reason I got these was eventually?
What?
I was a bit like, oh, my eyesight might be dwindling a bit. My mum, my dad, my sister all had glasses. And I was like, okay, maybe I can't see stuff. Sat here watching that telly and the small print on Pointless, I was like, I can't read that anymore.
Oh, really?
From here to there. And I was like, well, that's rubbish. And then I went to the opticians and I was passed around 4 people and each of them individually went, and do you wear glasses already? And I went, no. And they went, oh. And I was like, oh, okay, that's ominous. And the person who actually told me what my vision was like, the way he kind of presented it to me was when they do that number 1, number 2.
Yeah.
And on one of them, he just went number 1, number 2. And I went, oh, number 1's way clearer than number 2. And he was like, great, number 2 is your natural vision. And I'm like, okay, you just roasted my eyes right in front of me.
Well, I date an optician, so if anything, my eyes, I've got 20/25 vision. 25 vision. 2020. 2021. I think it's 21.
2025 vision, as you can see really clearly now in the present.
Yeah, I can see fine in one eye, then I've got really, really good sight in the other eye. But no, I was saying about not being able to see the small print on the television. Yeah. I mean this in no way as a diss. That is the smallest television I've ever seen.
Thank you.
In a while.
Thank you. Whenever I've suggested getting a bigger television, or we've gone to somebody else's house with like a modern sized television, my girlfriend, who you know, is like, well, it's just far too big. Why do we need that? And this television has just got one of those things where some of the lights have fucked out, and so it's like it's got a weird glow. Yeah. And so we need to like go get another one. But she's like, do we need to get a much bigger one? But
I don't know if you need glasses. I think you just need a proper telly. You don't need Specsavers. You need Currys, mate.
Specsavers just convinced me I've got astigmatism when actually all I needed was a bigger telly. And they're like, well, we'll just take all this bigger telly money and just get you to buy glasses.
I think quite possibly. But that's a big laptop.
You're actually right here. That's amazing. Oh, wow. Thank you. And you're dating an optician, so you should know.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like, because some people, like, if their partner's a masseuse, they might get, like, a massage for free. But you get, like, free eye tests.
Oh, I do, actually. And
Are you sat there at home going, A, Q?
I'm really blessed because they work high-end as well. So, like, they do Anthony Joshua's glasses.
Oh, right.
All this, Jimmy Page's glasses. So I get my eyes scanned all the time. I'm really blessed.
That's amazing. Who knew the perks of falling in love with someone, right?
Yeah, and then I write jokes about them, largely at their expense.
I do a bit of just normal overseeing bit. One of my stock bits, if I'm not sure what's going on, is like, oh, if 2 people have got a job, and I'm like, because in every relationship, there's usually a really good person and then an absolute arsehole. And if they like because sometimes it's like, I literally had somebody who they worked for a cancer charity with somebody who worked in the nicotine industry. And I'm like, how the hell you're like cancelling each other out? And if they get umbrage, I'm like, my girlfriend is doing life-saving science and I'm slagging you off to your face. I'm clearly the dick in this situation.
Yeah. I've got my best friend. I've got to keep this as anonymous as possible.
Okay.
Him and his partner She is very high up in a global charity, and he works for billionaires. He makes their sports cars a quarter of the size smaller.
Which like a chainsaw.
No, literally, they'll find the model and they'll make everything but just a quarter of the size smaller. So it means that then it's eligible to be on the road.
Oh, right. So they're literally taking like high-end sports cars that are like the sort of thing that Jeremy Clarkson would be
Yeah, make
reviewing.
them 3/4 so then they're able to put them on the roads.
That's like putting the gherkin in McDonald's so that it's actually like considered not considered a pudding. Do you know that whole thing?
No, I didn't know that.
Apparently, because there's so much sugar, I don't know how true it is, but apparently there's so much sugar in a Big Mac that if you didn't have a gherkin in it, it would be considered a pudding. Apparently,
I will absolutely agree. There's probably just as much sugar. I do think they're overlooking the beef.
God knows. Anyway, speaking of beef,
I think that's splitting hairs, though. But
yeah, what do you have for breakfast?
I don't have breakfast. I don't have breakfast. Not because I'm not anti-breakfast. If anything, breakfast food is my favorite food. To my detriment, breakfast food is my favorite food. Just because my day is so long, I have to put most of the calories into the evening.
Oh, okay, because you need that high energy.
Yeah.
There on, and you're calorie counting because you're actually looking after yourself.
I say I'm calorie counting as of yesterday. I'm in peak fat bastery at the moment. I'm going to be.
How long have you been doing this? Oh, like 23 hours, I guess.
Oh yeah, big time. But the moment I break for 3 months. So yeah,
That's fair.
I'm recording my next comedy special on the 9th of November at the Gaff. So
sweet.
I'm trying to slim down for that.
Yeah, fair. As in getting prepared for it. I don't think you need to do anything to yourself, but I've always been a huge supporter of you being you, Morgan.
Thank you very much. Neither do I, but it just is what it is, isn't it?
No. I completely understand that there's that mental game that you have to go through, and you're like, if that's what you want to do that. And also, I think you need. What I've been trying to do is just wake up and just go to the gym and run for like 15 minutes on a treadmill rather than trying to convince myself, basically eliminating decision fatigue. And I'm just like, I go and watch 15 minutes of X-Files episode and I run on the treadmill. And then when I leave, I get that dopamine, but I've just done it. And that's been useful. But what I've now found is that, I actually do need some, I didn't understand why people were doing sponsored races and everything and being like, why can't you run? I was like, oh, you do need something to aim at, or else it just kind of, it can be a little bit more difficult to convince yourself why you should be doing the exercise all the time and that all sort of stuff.
Well, yeah, not to be too. I think that chimes, beg my pardon, with regards to when your objectives are performance-based, not body-based, aka I'm going to work really hard so I can deadlift 160 kilos rather than be 80 kilos. Is more fun, more productive, and they're probably all wrapped up in stuff. But again, with the running, I could never do the donated running because I like running.
Yeah,
I felt guilty.
Oh, that's funny. Money. That's good that you do think that, and you're not just like, can you sponsor me to do a run? It's like, well, you would be doing this anyway.
I would be doing this anyway because I get asked because I have charity. I have charities at my comedy gigs, and we always play games to try and raise as much money for a local LGBTQ charity wherever I do a tour date.
Yes.
So
I've just remembered what you said to me after the gig when I came to watch it. I don't know if I can repeat it on here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I support all of them, obviously.
Oh no, it's got nothing to do with that. I think the censored version I'll say is like, once you discover you're gay, I will book you.
Oh yeah. For the support slots, yeah.
But there was a slightly more profane version of that. Morgan supports all good. What was it? Out of the closet, is it called?
Out the wardrobe,
Out the
wardrobe. At the Wardrobe Theatre, I do a queer night in Bristol every 3 months.
Do you know when the next one is?
Yes, it is on the 3rd of October with drag races Kate Butch, Michael May, and another middle act to be seen. But the Christmas show we are just about to put into confirm Susie McCabe closing.
Wonderful.
And I know Sam Nicolesti has asked to do it. Whether we can confirm them, I don't know.
Yeah, they're very hot right now.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, they've just won the biggest prize in comedy, essentially.
Yeah.
They have won comedy.
But then we've also got Dan Y doing it in April.
Oh, nice.
So it's and then we got a big secret headliner for Pride next year already booked in.
You better go to this gig. It's a wonderful, wonderful time. Because I saw it and it was James O'Donoghue was crashing here.
Yeah.
Mainly. So
they did such a great job.
Oh, was it? James was crashing here and it was like, well, James is there, Morgan is there, Lola Navabi is there.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, those are several of my favourite people. Jess Foster-Q, who was one of my favourite ever.
Wow.
And I basically just watched, that was one of the best nights out I've had in comedy because I didn't have any like, oh God, jealousy. I was just watching my friends just walk on, annihilate and then come back off again and be like, yeah, that was all right. And it was just such a glorious evening. So please go down and see it if you can.
Please do.
Have I got any other more? Is there anything else in your morning routine that you do every day?
Well, the gym in the morning.
Gym?
Do
Do you still journal? You'd mentioned journaling to
I
me
do.
a while ago.
I'll be honest with you, I come in and out of it, and I've changed from the handwritten one. I think I was romanticising it.
Sure.
I've just found my laptop 15 minutes is way better, and I get more done.
Yes, I find this is riddled with embarrassing things. I hope you don't get either, but like I do that for like automatic writing sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But then I have like just a bunch of questions, which again I used to write out, and now I'm like, well, I can just do it each day. No, I'm not going to go back and read it anyway.
Yeah.
And it just makes it so much easier to actually get done. But yeah, that's good that you still do it. Because were you doing it just for writing initially, and then you were doing it for other stuff?
Ish. I mean, like you've got the artist way just there. I got it.
Yes.
I started it from that. Then that moved. Then when I started free writing, and then I just do it for like a little check-in.
Yeah.
And,
I think that's useful because I think sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh, I've got a bunch of stuff I feel like I should be doing. Why can't I get started? And then I just kind of do a little bit of journaling. I'm like, oh, that's because you've worked like 8 days in a row and you've been out and you've travelled and you need a day off and then you'll be able to get it done. But it's just figuring that shit out sometimes is not.
Well, I want to talk shop would be a bit work. I've got 2 podcasts, so I have to bring up stuff in it, and I bring up life stuff. But I'm also big about live your life, just feel you well, then just return back to it. And so, like, I did a show in Edinburgh this summer, and it was just me going through my diary. And before I knew it, I had an hour like that.
That's fucking well interesting. That you actually just harvested that when you hadn't used it as that intention completely initially, and you managed to get like an hour out of that's amazing. Yeah, I mean that's it. And I think you do end up writing about what you know and what you do, but you obviously need to recall it all. And I think sometimes you can, because I've sat before and been like, right, what can I harvest from school? And then you just start dredging up stuff. You're like, well, I don't want to think about that, or go, there's no comedy anywhere near that sort of stuff. And it's like, so if you can find stuff, as I say, this is very much comedy writing stuff, which I still think is very interesting because I think a lot of comedians would consider you very good at writing and turning over, and so it's useful to know that there's something there.
I'm editing a lot. I wouldn't say I turn over a lot. Well, I guess I do, but I'm not one of these people that churn out an hour every year. I am big about go live your life.
No, for sure. But you hone and you edit and you. I've had a few gigs before where I've rocked up when you used to live in Bristol, and I'd be like, I'd mention I'm from Bristol, like, oh, you know Morgan Rees? And I was like, yeah, and more than one person's like, he's a grafter, isn't he? And it's like, you just sort of like chisel those bits so that it goes from like, if it was a B, it's an A, and if it's an A, it's an A+, just to like, which is really interesting to me that you kind of can go from, I'm just writing this to make sure that I'm feeling better, to then going, okay, this is actually where I've got my material from now.
Yeah. Well, you're seeing a big lump of marble tonight at Chops.
Yeah. I can't wait. Chops Comedy every Tuesday in Bristol. We have an amazing secret headliner and the best local acts. Every Tuesday at Bar 57 in Bedminster. Previous acts include Mike Wozniak, Fern Brady, Nish Kumar, Harriet Kemsley, Rosie Jones, Jade Adams, Sally Ray B, Ed Gamble, Spencer Jones, Chloe Radcliffe, Tom Rosenthal, Scott Bennett, Finn Taylor and Helen Bauer. The first 20 tickets are only £4 and the rest are only £7. It's an absolute bargain. Tickets via Head First. Come to Chops Comedy every Tuesday at Bar 57 in Bedminster. Marvellous. Wow. Morgan, that is your morning routine, but I also like to ask people about their expertise, and I can't remember if you read the message or if I confirmed this to you, but you're obviously an anime expert.
Ish, I consume a lot. I wish I knew. I know nothing.
Expert.
Expert. I'll be an expert for now.
That's fine. For those people that might not know what it is, what is anime?
Well, it's just, well, it sounds really dumb, but just adult. Well, it's not even adult, it's animation. I want to believe it's Japanese of origin. And it's just storytelling, but animated. It's just brilliant. I think some of the storytelling is so overlooked because it's animation.
Yeah.
Similar to, I wish it got the appreciation that we give Disney and Pixar.
Right. Yeah.
Because I think we have an understanding that children's stories are better than adult stories.
Right. And also there's the thing of like Disney and Pixar have had parents watching them with them, taking them to the cinema.
Yeah.
I would say that a lot of anime stuff, which I think has changed a bit in our lifetime, but that just wouldn't be something that would be readily available to take your kids to, for them to be like, oh, okay. This is like, what do you remember your first sort of like foray into anime?
Well, it would have been the original, like Dragon Ball Z, but I wouldn't have even known it as anime at the time.
Sure,
that was just Dragon Ball Z. Then I just started. I'm trying to think. It was the darker stuff. That like Tokyo Ghoul, Death Note, things like that.
Yeah,
I went, oh, this is bloody cool. And then you sort of like reverse engineer and you find all these other ones like One Piece and Fairy Tale. Oh, no, I really want to. I think I watched it in snippets, but it was already on episode 700 or whatever.
Yeah.
Same for Naruto and Boruto.
Is that, or hang on, is Naruto also like a million different episodes?
There's 500 episodes.
Oh my God. And isn't there like Gundam and stuff where there's like loads, hundreds of episodes, and also they've like split off into like 3 different... I have only like dipped my like little finger's nail into the world of anime and been like, this seems like a lot and I don't know where to even... Like, do you have any recommendation for where to go to get started?
Anime's niche, and I like a slither of that. So like there are just like your classic dramatic tales, but I'm like, oh, I want ninjas and I want wizards and I want aliens and I want all that.
I guess it's like jazz in a way that like you could say I like jazz, but there's so many different types of jazz and so many different types of jazz players, and it's its own world within music, and I guess it's its own world within film, TV, and animation. Yeah, that is true. I've not really considered that.
But yeah, no, I think Death Note is obviously the classic in.
Right.
It is so good. I love the high concept of it.
Right.
It's able to execute high concept really well. And also then my favorite two favorite things, I would say, my favorite thing is the combination of two, and that's high concept and everyday. So, it will be a high concept. Like, for instance, there's a film called Another Planet, and it's. Have you ever seen it? It's not a big blockbuster or anything. Yeah. Another Earth just one day appears the other side of the moon, and it's an exact clone copy. And so
I really want to watch this now.
And that's the backdrop of it. That's not even the main story.
Right.
And it's just an everyday story with that in the background, but obviously has some consequences. And it's just, I love stuff like that. And that's the stuff that anime is able to do. Things like Pantheon, which has just been released. Okay, there was another one that was I'm the worst with names. I read a book every week or 2 weeks. I couldn't tell you the name or the author. Right. I'm so rubbish at retaining.
Just inhale them.
Yeah.
That's fair. Because I think what happens is there are animes that I would be interested to watch, but I think I see like clips of stuff and I'm like, what is that? But it's so vast. And also some of stuff that, like, as you say, the backdrop is the interesting bit. And then maybe, it sounds like some of them you're still in on all of it. But then it's like, oh, like, my friend tried to show me something where it was like zombies attacking a town or something, but it was basically still a high school drama.
Yeah.
With like schoolgirls and stuff, and I was a bit like, and he was like, if you just get past that, then you still get all the cool zombie stuff. This was decades ago, but I was a bit like, I tried watching it, I was a bit like, I can understand where the joy of this comes in, but then also there's still elements of this that don't click with me. But you just saying there's a whole carbon copy of Earth just suddenly appears, I'm like, what?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, intro ones, Hero Academia, Black Clover, they're all brilliant stuff.
And do you have a favourite?
Ooh, the biggest one in the world that I've forgotten. I'm literally going to the cinema this week to see it. Demon Slayer.
Right.
Now, Demon Slayer, that's an intro into anime.
Okay.
Bloody hell, is it good?
Is it graphic?
Yeah,
violent?
yeah, fighting demons as fighting demons go.
Fair. But you also have been raving recently about K-pop demon hunters. So.
Oh, have you seen it?
Not yet. So my girlfriend's brother is into a lot of animation stuff, and when we were on holiday recently and he was raving about it, Cleo came back and I'd gone off to a gig and she just watched it because her brother was saying about it, and she's like, it's really good. The very next day my sister sent me a photo where she'd taken my nieces who were dressed up as the characters to go see it in the cinema, and now my sister's like, my girlfriend's brother does Dungeons and Dragons DMing, and it's like, if we get the family together, could he do like a one-shot K-pop Demon Hunters Dungeons and Dragons for the girls? And he was like, yeah, I'll do that. And now I'm like, okay, I think this is like I need to watch this just so I can remain part of this family sort of thing. And I think the day after they posted that, you'd posted about how much you loved it. But
it's so good. It's a non-skip album. Every song is a banger. The story is really good. The emotional turn, the emotional journey, it's just so good. Again, my dream is to make a children's movie.
Right.
Which is such a contrast to my comedy. 'Cause my comedy is crass.
Have you done
crude.
Comedy Club for Kids?
No.
Because you know how rude my songs are.
Yeah.
And then they asked, so the person that runs it also runs ACMS, which I'd also done. And she was like, come do it. And it'd been like several years of Edinburgh. And I was like, okay, I'll just book one in and then in the build up to Edinburgh, I'll write a set. And then local actor Phil Wathen was like, well, my nephew would like this song of yours and this song of yours and this song of yours. And it turns out if you remove all the filth, I have a bunch of jokes that are just kind of like rude toilet songs or just very silly things. And they do love that. And I think there will be elements of what you do that isn't blowjob gags, that is for children. But like, I think you will definitely have the capacity to do that. But I just doubted myself so much to like move into that space because I'm like, this is not what I'm about at all. And it's like, oh, actually, I have transferable skills.
Yeah.
I'd be so interested to know what you.
Oh, I could host it. I could host a children's show, and I would crush.
You should do it. It's good.
If I had to say any of my thoughts, I'd be rubbish.
I would love to see you MC that. I mean, that is.
Well, I MC festivals, I MC all over the place. I've started moving into cabaret, which has been really fun.
Right. And like variety nights and stuff.
Yeah, I want to do more of those. I think they're super fun.
Right. Yeah, and I think you would do well at that, but I think you have that skill of just MCing and you can put that into something else. I'd love to, we don't have to discuss it now, but I'd love to know what kind of children's movie you'd like to make, unless you want to do a pitch to the world. Yeah.
No, but there's something in the works. Great. There's something we're chatting about.
Great. The only other thing before I quiz you on your expertise is, do you like Studio Ghibli, and do you consider it anime?
I do and I do.
Okay, interesting. You'll see that
yes,
there is a giant Totoro thing.
I'm like I said, I just like it.
Right,
as in like anime. I'm not like someone that's gonna I don't know the definition. I wouldn't
None of these tattoos of
No.
Schoolgirls. No, joking.
I wish. Yeah, a big boob schoolgirls. That is the one downside to anime, is that it's almost comically sexist.
Right. And like upskirts and stuff like that.
Upskirting, brushes, like it makes upskirting like a prank.
Yeah.
It's like people trying to like sneak into the girls' bathroom.
Right, yeah.
Just to see them naked, upskirting, that sort of stuff. And it's all played as a big joke. And obviously every girl there has the waist of a Pringle can,
right?
And the bosoms of old Pamela Anderson,
and they go like rosy cheeked immediately, but then it's like it's on them to not have been pranked. Because I think that's where I've kind of come a cropper with those sorts of things, which is why, because I really like Ghibli stuff, and that doesn't have any of that element. But I there just must be a bunch of anime that doesn't have that.
It's the new stuff that's made for Netflix. That doesn't have it.
Right.
That's the one thing good. I think I'm working this out as I say it. I don't recognize that in it. So like things like Castlevania and Dragon Blood and things like that, they don't have it. But yeah, you'll be, and I just go, this is so needless.
Yeah, for sure. Because I love heavy metal,
yeah,
and there's a bunch of heavy metal CDs behind you, and I think people can be really like, well, it's just this and it's blood, death, and gore, and then you see the actual people, and they're really nice people, and it's just a very cathartic thing. But there is also Norwegian black metal bands that have like murdered each other, and you're like, yeah, there's that, but that's not what it. That's not why I like it, and that's not what it is, and I can imagine that's kind of the.
Well, we both like hip hop and rap. Is the misogyny in that?
Yes, and literal gangster stuff, and yeah.
You
Exactly.
just go like, oh, I was really liking that song.
Yeah. Yes, I was about to quote stuff, but people who are watching this in the morning, they don't need to know that. That's fine. WUWAH. Just a quick message from me to say I also make music under the name Branching Audio. I make instrumental music, either ambient music or beats. I've just released an album of beats called Cassette Recollection under the name Branching Audio. It's like lo-fi, down-tempo, chill-out sort of music for fans of Bonobo, Nightmares on Wax, Mr. Scruff. It's available on Bandcamp and also all music streaming platforms. Please go give it a listen. I hope you enjoy it. Something to stick on in the background whilst you work. Also, it turns out if you make a playlist for it on Spotify, I get given that information. So what's the funniest name of a playlist you can put one of my songs on? I hope you enjoy Cassette Recollection by Branching Audio out now. Right, Morgan, as an expert on anime, I'm now going to quiz you as an expert on anime. So,
oh my God. This is an anxiety dream. This is I've been booked for Mastermind and I haven't done any research.
Would you like me in between hand to go do 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 boom? Question number 1. How many episodes of One Piece are there?
I'm gonna say I know it's over 1,000. I'm gonna go 1,050.
It's 1,142. Which
like,
is, I'm going to give you half a point because you were, you know enough that you're not just kind of guessing. But that'll do. Question number 2. How many Pokemon are there?
are we talking through the generations?
Through the generations now, which I looked up today and baffled.
Oh, if only Daryl was here. A mutual friend of ours.
He's not dead.
A mutual friend of ours that loves Pokemon.
1 second. Anyway, sorry. So yes, if Daryl was here, he would be able to tell us.
I know it's not 100 Pokemon per generation, but it's something like that. And there must be 8 generations. So I'm going to say 800.
You're doing Pokémath. That's good. It's nearly as many as One Piece episodes. It's 1,025.
Wow. Well, it's animals on a planet, isn't it? Do you know Ash has had his last episode now?
Is he retired?
So Ash and Pikachu aren't in it anymore.
Right. Is that like when Steve Carell left The Office? Like
a little bit, but they've had side ones anyway, but the side ones are now the main ones. So Ash and Pikachu aren't in it. Have you also seen the video of, I don't know whether it's an official movie or whether it's where Pikachu speaks and everyone boos because they don't like it.
Was that not? That's not Detective Pikachu. Is that something completely?
That's
different?
not. No. It's,
okay, that's so funny.
I think
you love booing, don't you?
I love booing. I think booing something's really funny. I think I used to do material about people booing.
I just remember having a chat with you. You're like, I do love booing. It's very funny.
It's such a funny. It's a funny noise to make if you don't like something.
Even if it's just something minor, just about boo.
Boo.
Yeah, fair. I think you might get this next one. What is the highest grossing anime film of all time?
Ooh.
I'll give you a clue. You've mentioned it.
Demon Slayer.
Correct.
Yes.
I don't even know if I want to pronounce Demon Slayer. Kimetsu no Yaiba.
We get what you're trying to. You're not.
Yeah, there are words. and syllables, and I'm sorry for trying. Question number 4, is Cowboy Bebop a form of jazz?
No, if only. It's another very good anime that got remade by Netflix.
How do you feel? I should ask you, how do you feel? This isn't a quiz question, but how do you feel about the live action remakes of
Liked it.
Yeah?
So far, so good.
That's good. And question number 5. During Akira, I shat myself. How do I clean it out?
During what?
Akira.
Akira?
Have you seen Akira?
No, what's Akira? Is that another big anime?
This is like me asking you about jazz and you've been like, who? Miles Davis?
Yeah.
Like,
Which one's Akira now?
if I got it here, you can borrow. Do you have a DVD player?
No.
Oh.
Once again, I like I said, I don't know names.
Wait, no, you're an expert.
I don't know any names of anything. I either have to.
Oh, of course. Then you might have seen it then. Where the?
I have to have read, seen, met anything a million times before I remember something's name.
There it is. It's next to Napoleon. It's literally in between Napoleon Dynamite and Cowboy Bebop. Akira with the red motorbikes. And have you not seen that? Because I think that is one of the more.
I do not think I've seen this.
All right. Well then, pretend you haven't heard that it's scary. It's just a thing about motorbikes. It's fucking terrifying.
Okay. How would you clean it up? Are we? I think that's what you could have just said that. That's.
I was scared of, no, but I thought you would have seen Akira. That's interesting.
No. So what? Tell me. So context, and I won't ask for it because I know that's the death of fun and on the spot. Where are you and who are you with?
I'm here and I'm with my girlfriend.
You've been together long enough now that I think you could just look your partner in the eyes and go, 2 seconds, I've shat myself. and I don't think you'd ask her to pause it.
Right, okay. Just yeah, because I guess I don't want to run away from how scary it is as well. Yeah, fair. Thank you. That's wonderful advice. Not just an expert in anime, but also a true understander of how relationships. That's absolutely my. 2 seconds. Like I'm gonna go get a biscuit.
Yeah.
But I'm just cleaning up my trousers. Morgan Rees, where can we find you online?
Morgan Rees Comedy on absolutely everything other than Twitter.
And what do you have to plug? You've obviously plugged those nights.
Oh, well, I also have a podcast called Chatting with Cheros, which I do with Garode Farrelly and Josh Jones. I have a solo podcast called My Bad with Morgan Rees.
It's also very good.
And I have when's this going out?
I haven't quite worked it out, but if you say it, then I can either edit it out if it's already gone or not. But
well, as of recording, it is the 9th of September.
It's the 9th of September.
But I have I'm recording my old tour show, Turning 30 at the Gaff Comedy Club in Bristol on Saturday the 9th. If it's not the 9th, it's the weekend the nearest to that. And
Saturday the 9th of
November.
Let's just double check that's Saturday the 8th of November.
Saturday the 8th. Beg my pardon, everybody.
Yeah.
And join my mailing list on my website because we have a very fun announcement coming out in November.
That's always very exciting. Morgan Rees loves hilarious, expert, and very tantalizing. That's absolutely wonderful. The other final question I have for you is I get all of my guests to give me a song title, which I then go away and write a song based on that title for when I put the episode out. So can you give me a song title, please?
Oh, easy, isn't it? 2 seconds, I've shat myself.
It's going to be a grindcore, like song just done.
Or it'll be like that. Was it 4 minutes? The one
4 minute 33.
Oh, from Madonna. I got 4 minutes to sing.
Oh,
the world.
I thought you meant John Cage, which just shows how pretentious I am. Do you know about this? 4 minutes 33 is John Cage wrote a silent piece of music where. This is nerdy as fuck. They basically used to get all these composers together in like a wooden gazebo in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
And it was like all these avant-garde composers, and each year they would try and write the most like extreme piece they could.
Yeah.
And one year John Cage just got up, sat in front of the piano with like all of his contemporaries watching. So imagine like just every single comedian that you love watching, and he just closed the lid of the piano and sat there. and made everyone sit in silence for 4 minutes and 33 seconds. And that was the piece of music. And it's supposed to be like taking in. It's so pretentious.
That is really pretentious. I tell you all about pretentious.
And you're like, Madonna and Justin Timberlake. And I'm like, well,
yeah,
that's
only got 1 minute.
which is also a banger. But yes, okay, 2 minutes I've shut myself. Thank you very much. Well, Morgan, thank you for waking up with a whore. You are wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me. Good morning, everybody.
Give me 2 seconds. I've shat myself. Give me 2 seconds. I've shat myself again. Give me 2 seconds. I've shat myself. Give me 2 seconds. I've shat myself. For a 4th time.
Thank you so much to the amazing Morgan Rees. As you can see, he is amazing. You can follow him at Morgan the Rees on the social medias. You go to morganreescomedy.com to find out more. Make sure you go listen to My Bad and Chatting with Cherubs. If you're watching this on the week that it's come out, please go to Out of the Wardrobe at the Wardrobe Theatre in Bristol on Friday, the 3rd of October. It's an amazing LGBTQ plus night that is just so wonderful, and you get to see Morgan MC and that amazing lineup. And if you are in Bristol on Saturday the 8th of November, please go to the Gaff and watch Morgan's special being recorded. It is an amazing show. I've seen it quite a few times actually. He is wonderful. Make sure you go see it. Encouragement. I hope today that you keep it simple for yourself. Make sure you have 3 meals, get some movement in, boost your immune system, and tell the people that you love them. My name is David Hoare, and thank you for waking up with a whore.
Try and have an adequate day. Meet your basic needs and go be a dick.